Here's something wild. Right now, there are companies spending $1 million a month just to keep their servers running. Not to make money, not to break even, just to exist. And investors keep writing bigger checks. This is the AI gold rush. Except nobody's found any gold yet. Let's rewind. 2 years ago, a chatbot went viral. Not TikTok viral, different kind of viral. The kind where your accountant, your barista, and your grandmother are all talking about the same technology within the same week. Suddenly, every company on Earth needed an AI strategy. Didn't matter if you sold insurance or dog food. If your investor deck didn't mention machine learning, you weren't getting funded. Here's what happened next. A feeding frenzy. Tech giants started throwing money around like it was Monopoly night. Billions into startups that had been around for 6 months. Partnerships announced before products existed. Press releases written before the code compiled. And at the center of all this, tiny silicon chips, the kinds you could hold in your palm. Except you couldn't buy them. There was a waiting list, 12 months long in some cases. Companies were hoarding them like apocalypse supplies. One chip costs about $30,000. Sounds like a lot, right? Except training a single AI model can require thousands of them running simultaneously for weeks. Do that math. You're looking at costs that would make a small country nervous. But here's the part that doesn't add up. The revenue model is broken. These companies are charging users $20, maybe $200 a month for unlimited access. Meanwhile, every time you ask their AI a complex question, it costs them real money. Server costs, electricity, cooling systems to keep those chips from melting. One estimate suggests a single conversation with an advanced AI costs the company several cents. Doesn't sound like much until you realize people are having hundreds of conversations, thousands of users doing this simultaneously. The expenses compound faster than a credit card you forgot about. So why are investors still pouring money in? 2 reasons. First, fear. Remember Blockbuster, Kodak, Nokia? Every executive has nightmares about being the company that missed the next big shift. So they spend now and figure out profitability later. Second, the prisoner's dilemma. If your competitor is investing billions and you're not, you lose either way. Either AI becomes huge and you're irrelevant, or it fizzles out but at least you tried. The only unforgivable sin is sitting still. This creates a strange situation. Everyone knows the math doesn't work yet. Everyone keeps spending anyway. Industry projections say AI needs to generate $2 trillion in annual revenue by 2030 to justify current spending. Right now, we're at maybe 10% of that. Which means either this technology is about to explode in ways we can't imagine, or someone's holding a very expensive bag. So when does this end? Historically, bubbles don't pop from hype. They pop from reality. Interest rates go up, money gets expensive. Suddenly, burning cash isn't cute anymore, it's dangerous. The dot-com crash wasn't because the internet was fake. It was because companies were spending venture capital on Super Bowl ads while losing money on every transaction. Sound familiar? Right now, we're in the weird middle phase. The technology is real. The excitement is real. But the business model is still theoretical. Big tech keeps spending because they can afford to. Startups keep raising because investors are still believers. Here's the thing about bubbles. You never know you're in one until it pops. And by then, it's too late to get out. So are we watching the birth of the next internet? Or are we watching the most expensive science experiment in corporate history? Nobody knows yet, but the bill is already in the mail.